It's time for Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Now let's have some fun. Here is your host, Johnny Radio.
I'm sick and tired of these people saying names. I don't wanna die, I wanna set the record straight. I gotta stay alive for my soulmate. You can never understand, it can never be the same. I never wanna change for you, for me. All I've ever known, tell you that's the story. All I've ever known, please baby, don't ignore me. All I've ever known, never wanna change, but you're still there, laying down, bang it over. Break it down, back it up.
Yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, and it is a busy day, and we are talking football kind of off the jump today, because has anybody been paying attention to some judges, some NFL football players, and the ability, because a Louisiana judge has issued a temporary restraining order giving more than, basically, realistically, up to 30 athletes a path to another college football season, including 3 players currently on NFL rosters, or 4 players on NFL rosters, or 5. Maybe it's 5. I can't remember. I know Daquan Wright's one of them who played at Ole Miss. I know Anthony Hankerson. Who's the kid that was playing for Tampa that had 2 sacks in the preseason game last week and almost recovered a fumble?
He get cut. He got an option.
Dude, but again, it's pretty wild, and we're going to talk with Mo Schefter, because Mo's about to join us, and he's an NFL guy. And now I got a youngin', and I got a historian. My girl Jordan, 25, I believe.
27.
27. You just look so dead gum young and beautiful.
Thank you.
This is a woman that actually went up on her age in correction.
I know, man. That's wild. I just would have smiled and said,
Yeah.
I get it, though. But, like, the thing is you know, both of y'all have different experiences. His are much longer, and Jay's, no disrespect, Jay. You're up there with me, buddy.
Man, mid-40s.
You're getting there.
Yeah, mid-40s.
Yeah, I'm pushing.
I like being OG, man. Cool.
The 5-0, man. But man, I'm kind of curious. Does this not right now, like, if an NFL player can give up his NFL contract and go back to college football for NIL contract, has the line now gone from blurry to completely erased between pro sports, pro football,
I think so.
the college, and the pro?
When they allowed it,
It was
in
blurry.
basketball. It was erased when they allowed
It's
it.
gone.
In basketball
Yeah,
as
when
well.
they allowed it in basketball this past season, it was erased then.
I just find it absolutely entertaining and interesting, and
I think that if you're in a professional leagues, like if you had their jersey on in a photo, you should not be able to go back to school.
that's a line you do. I mean, like, you jump in and you jump out, and you're like, oh, damn, water's hot up there.
Like, you played a preseason game.
Let's go back to where it's lukewarm, and I get paid and still get to play in front
If
of
they're
100,000
allowing
fans.
this, then I say that colleges should have to hold tryouts for local athletes.
Okay, what about this? Now, does this mean if these guys get eligibility and they go to another college, does this take away a scholarship from somebody who's like a freshman? That would sure suck if you're that person. Dude, I hope everybody in Memphis is hearing my voice and entertained with this. Hit me up at the Sissy's Log Cabin text in listener line. Memphis, what do you think about this? 901-360-8255. Is there now a line between professional football? Like,
We know college ain't amateur.
yeah, it ain't amateur, but now it feels like they broke the line between college football and professional when you can go be a pro, make a couple tackles with Tampa Bay in the preseason game, get a contract, and then be like, you know what, thanks, but no thanks. I'm going to go back to college where there's 100,000 people and cheerleaders.
That's the equivalent of graduating from high school, starting college workouts, going to summer school, completing summer school sessions.
And being like, you know what, man, I'm going back to high school.
Yeah.
Man, when you put it like that, that's bleeped up.
It was all the way.
Imagine you're like getting ready to play football right now, and the dude who was the quarterback or running back, linebacker last year's team went to college.
A college workout regimen.
And you were working your tail off for your senior year, and he's like, nah, I'm coming back. You're like, what? What? Mo Schefter is on the phone. Mo money, Mo money, Mo money, Mo Schefter. Views from the 22. Mo, you're a big NFL guy. I'm kind of curious. What do you think about the line that has basically, I think the line's been broken. I don't think it's blurry anymore. This is professional football. It's just two different levels.
Completely different levels. I mean, where to even begin? Because I literally found out about this, and that's when I texted y'all. Like this, I don't even know where to begin. I'm still reading all the information and process and everything. The first thing I'll say is, like, these players that have had this NFL experience now, they're going to go back to college. They're going to be better players because they have been going off even in practice against better talent. They've been with better coaches for the most part.
Yep.
And now they go back, and what's going to happen is most of these guys will more than likely increase their value for next year's draft. So now the guy that went undrafted, he's going to end up going like the third or fourth round because an NFL player manager is going to look at it and say, well, at least he has the NFL experience. So now that adds even more value to him. So that's the first thing I'll say.
From a selfish standpoint,
yes,
though,
sir.
do you want to know just like this sounds so terrible to say. From selfish standpoint, I'm like, damn, Ole Miss could use Daquan right now.
That's what I put in the text. I'm like, yo,
I'm like, dude, Trinidad and Daquan,
They going
what
to
a do.
They go into the title game. They get Potter back, and they were silent with that, you know. But hey,
Man, I don't know. I'm just saying that it's kind of weird. It's like there's the reality of it. Like there are going to be people who would lose scholarships because of this.
For sure. That's another layer of this.
And
That's another layer of this.
could you imagine being a high school, athlete, and you you're a freshman on campus, and you're a football player, and then like you've been working your ass off all summer, and now you go, "Yo, Holmes, come here. We need to talk to you." Scholarship gone. Here, you need to go talk to the people over there and see if you can get a loan for $20,000 because this school ain't cheap.
Fact. And that Bucks player is Chad Clyburn, who is probably going to end up going back to LSU
What,
now.
Florida, LSU? When he at Florida and then LSU?
Yep, he was at Florida first, then to LSU, and more than likely he's going to go back to LSU. Also,
Oh, that's
there's something happening in the appellate court of Colorado today, and again, I'm still gathering all this. I'm sure Brett could probably break it down better than me.
Is that
But
about
from my
the
understanding,
fifth-year eligibility for the college? I mean, the class of 2022.
correct, which would mean if it goes the players' way, somebody like Diego Pavia can now
It's
go
another
back.
year, bro.
Yes. They're saying that this would be even a bigger floodgate where it would go from.
Diego.
It would-
Diego. I want his mom
Hey.
back on the sideline. I'm
I
being
assure you-
selfish.
Yeah, I hear you there. So we talking about going from a handful of players, which is already bad enough, to potentially hundreds of players. If this
Well-
thing goes through in Colorado today,
This is I'm not going to
this is
lie.
massive.
Like right now, actually, from what I understand with that I read, I believe the Colorado judge has already ruled that certain 2022 class of athletes that exhausted their eligibility could get another. But I think what it is, it's about to expand from 30 to more. That's what that's the issue, because he only did it for
Correct.
like, those who signed up, and now like you're sitting around like, wait a second, yo, judge, let me get on that 2022 issue. I don't know if you know, but I'm down. Like, what's the little quarterback at Florida State? He could get another year too. He didn't get drafted.
I forgot his name.
He was long, started with a C.
DJ Langway.
No,
that was
last
Florida.
year.
He
The
went
kid that,
Florida, my bad.
I can't remember, man. You know what I'm talking about? Castellone? No. Something.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name.
Damn it, now I gotta look it up. FSUQB.
Tommy Castellona.
Is that it?
That's
Look
the
at
one.
me.
Yes.
That's
Look
the
at
I was
you.
wondering if I was just hungry and wanting a calzone.
No, that's it. You got it.
Shout out to the Pizza Cafe. Them jobs were pretty good the other night, man.
Yeah, you ain't lying, dog. They were good. But
Fact.
now, Mo, also now you talked about the general managers. What now, if you're a general manager, you talked about the positive, like, hey, these guys, you'll take maybe an extra peek if they go back to college and they perform much better this season, et cetera, et cetera. But what about general managers? Let's say a guy comes out after his junior year. Why wouldn't a judge say after this ruling, well, he did leave early and he didn't get drafted and he got signed. I know he signed that contract to be on the practice squad and was promised this, but dude, he just got cut from the 53-man roster and he's not going to be on the practice squad. So he wants to go back to Ole Miss or LSU or Tennessee. Like, would you not be a little bit concerned about drafting players, that
100%.
have not actually exhausted every single year of their eligibility in NIL? Because it would suck to draft somebody in the 3rd or 4th round that you think is going to be a player, and then they find out, well, this school is going to offer me $200K to leave, and I'd rather go back and maybe I get drafted higher next year, and then I get maybe a 1st-round pick, I get that 4th-year option, yada, yada, yada. It's more money in the bank for me.
No, I mean 1,000%. In most cases, in a lot of cases, I shouldn't say most, but in a lot of cases, especially like the kid from Tampa, who's the pass rusher, he's going to actually make more money this season playing for LSU than playing for the Bucs.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So like, and in some cases, significantly more. Like in some cases, more than $500,000 more. So that's money. So like. One thing, Johnny, is, and I'm going to say this real quick. I was a independent contractor for one of the largest corporations in the world. You know it. I told you all about it. And despite the sour ending at the local level, we were sort of one of the more least resistant to a lot of their changes because I understood. When you're dealing with something this massive, you need black and white. You need restrictions, because one thing we know about people, Johnny, is you give them something, you give them a little, they're going to take a lot. People constantly take advantage of generosity or kindness. And we both know that from personal and professional experience. So I think what's going to end up happening next is significantly more important than what just happened now, because they got to sort of put some borders, some parameters, some restrictions, so that we don't have guys just beat bopping around from college to NFL and back to college.
Man,
last point.
You know what?
Go ahead.
But one thing that's also kind of insane too about this, because I just keep thinking about Diego Pavia and not really just his mother, because he did get cut by the Ravens. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
So right now, he's not with an NFL team.
Correct.
And if you give this kid another year of eligibility and he sues like the other ones did and gets granted another year, think about the Diego mania that it would bring and how it literally completely change the outlook on this college football season. I don't care if he goes back to Vanderbilt. The teams that have to play Vanderbilt, that would have to play a Diego Pavia-led Vanderbilt, know how damn tough that is. I mean, he had them, 10-2?
Right. And the most sort of whatever part about all this is, if he does go back, that Vanderbilt
or Texas
will play
Tech,
a
who
game
has 2 billionaires and no quarterback, and you get a little Diego Pavia madness, and it gets a team that's loaded, and you put a little Pavia out there. Oh, Lord, Texas Tech and them billionaires be having him flying around in a jet. You remember, this is the guy also who talked about, because remember, he was very open and honest, sometimes too open and honest. I remember when he went on Bussing with the Boys, and he was talking about how, when he was at, God, what was that little school he was at before he went to Vanderbilt? He was like, I was getting $1,400 a month. My tight end was getting $3,000. I was pissed. But the next year when I went to Vanderbilt, they offered me so much money, I got $150,000 a month for 12 straight months. I was like, damn. I didn't realize he was like, damn, $150,000 a month for 12 straight months.
Never living better now. Coogee sweater now.
Dude, and it's Tennessee, man. There ain't no state income tax, bruh. Like, he didn't get hit like a couple of my homies that I talked to who were like, whoa, I forgot about that.
He was kicking it in Nashville.
You know he was. So, like, if you brought back a Pavia, like, that does for, let's just say, somebody like me, if you're a Texas Tech fan or a billionaire, it does give a whole lot of hope to a team that right now is, like, dealing with the quarterback issue, or if somebody goes down in camp. But again, what kind of precedent are we setting? Like, yes, it would be exciting on Saturday to see Pavia back, but there is a reason that we have 4 years of eligibility. Because we become grown-ass men, and it's still supposed to be a kid's game. You know?
No doubt. No doubt.
We
No
forget
doubt.
that there's high school players who want to have like dreams and aspirations to go to a college, be a college student, and now they're 27 damn years old.
Or like, right. So imagine this 19-year-old kid that now has to block
My
somebody
daughter
who's just
graduated
getting,
college at 19.
bro. You see,
This man's in college still at 27.
bro. I mean, again, so like, imagine this 19-year-old left tackle that now has to block someone who's been getting reps with Tristan Wirfs all summer.
Damn,
Like,
no
that's-
kidding.
that's just gonna-
a
you
great
know what I'm saying?
point. Yeah, dude. Dude. I didn't think about it like that. Yeah, that's
I mean, that's
true.
just
That dude's
gonna-
going to
that's-
be a different animal.
Exactly
Those
my
kids in
point,
high,
brother.
Now,
those
that's
kids in
cheating.
college is going to walk down and be like, man, I'm going to pimp slap every one of these
You
fools
talk
like you
about-
don't know.
Cheating and all that. Now, that's cheating.
Exactly. Like that's worse than what the steroid people did in baseball.
Far worse. This is far worse than steroids, hidden cameras by the Patriots, deflated football by the Patriots. This
Hey,
is worse
keep your
than all
mic
of
on,
that.
Ham. Talk that talk, Ham.
This is worse than circumventing the salary cap. This is worse than all of this stuff now.
Man.
You know, man, and I had to look and double check. You know what Pavia did at Vanderbilt last year? Again, not only did he take him to a 10-win season, this dude had 4,018 total yards, 36 touchdowns.
He was in New York for the Heisman.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Mhm.
and this kid would possibly come back and play college football is just buck ass wild. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just a little bit,
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of,
Imagine.
Austin Simmons has got to be thinking to himself, why did I leave high school at 17 years old, pay to go my freshman year?
Glad you mentioned that.
Then I got paid a little bit. I mean, you can't go to college and say, you know what, I made a wrong decision. I know I played for Ole Miss last year, but I need one more year of eligibility so I can make more money. I'm going to go back to high school one more year. I know I was in college last year, but hey, let's just not even worry about that.
As wild as the reclassification process has been over the last decade since they started allowing it. Now you got what we got going on with this. If they don't get a hold of this thing fast,
This is like a penny basketball team.
that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be some sophomores in college just trying to go back and be sophomores in high school just because they can get the bread for it.
Fact. And you know what?
Well,
You know
how
what?
old was Tyler Harris when he graduated high school?
30.
Hey,
My man Jared.
Johnny.
And he Van Wilder like 8 schools. So
Yeah, I know.
Shout out to Tyler.
You know, one thing we haven't mentioned. So let's say hypothetically, or as Jazz from Fresh Prince says, hypodermically. Let's say hypothetically, next year, they draft somebody. Let's say the Jets. They draft somebody in the 3rd round. Okay. Come summertime, come August, he says, you know what? I want to go back to college. Well, now, if I'm the Jets, hello, I need some compensatory draft picks here. I just drafted somebody in the 3rd round who's not going to even play in the NFL now. I need something back from that. So this opens up a Pandora's box that is only going to make things muddier between the NCAA and the NFL.
Damn.
Mhm.
It also makes me just wonder, like, when are kids also like the normal student who is saying, why am I paying $25,000 a semester? Is it because you're paying this asshole $2.5 million to be a 27-year-old senior? Like, that would
Yo.
kind of piss me off.
And they're not even there for their
Exactly.
studies either. They're just there to play football. Like, you're not getting your degree. You're just there.
Cats ain't gotta go to class no more, man.
Exactly. They're not going to class.
Laura Sellers has an internship this season. No classes.
And
He
a
has
driving range.
And a driving range. That's all. Because
internship at
I
a
can't trip
driving
out that because 20 years ago when Matt Leinart was a senior, all he had was ballroom dancing.
Yeah.
I mean, you can create your own college course and call it what is it? Something collegiate studies.
What was that
What was
bogus
that
school?
crap that we had back then?
What
I
was
was
the bogus
part
school
of.
that they had when they had the bogus football players they did a documentary on? Was that Bishop Sycamore?
Yeah.
Golf.
Bishop Sycamore is legit as they come now. I mean, if you can do this, then Bishop Sycamore is legit. That's all I'm saying.
Man.
Yeah, this is a bad precedent. Like, again,
This is why it's always been a bad idea, and that's why, again, I used to not understand it. I would talk to somebody like from Europe,
And I usually
and
don't
they
care.
would say, "I just don't understand how the college thing is connected to the sport thing." And I'd be like, "It's so dope. You just don't get it, bro, you idiot. I don't know the metric system either, middle finger, but I can do it now because I know Memphis math. What's up? Memphis, mine, 28 grams, ounce, 16 pounds." How many ounces are in a pound? Kind of gave you a hint. 16. I mean, I'm just telling you, I can do the Memphis math. We can go quarters, yayo, balls. What you got? I do know the metric system. Thank you, drug dealers. Thank you, Memphis public school systems.
Oh, thank you, Penn State University.
Yeah, what's up, Penn State? You know how good I would have been in Sigma Chi, Kappa, whatever. Upper Epsilon.
Hey, did you see the kingpin of that? The man looked like McLovin.
Dude.
yeah.
Dude. If you, dude, I can't stop laughing.
I am McLovin.
That was a trip, man. By the way, where'd all the good comedies go?
Fact.
Mo Schefter, I didn't realize I'd wasted all my time. It's already 11:30. I'm about to have to switch gears and talk with my homie Isaac Simpson. But it is always a blessing to talk with you. You know I love you, brother. Football is magic, but it is getting a little bit blurry out there, isn't it?
Yeah, no doubt, man, no doubt. We got a lot of things coming down the pipe. Appreciate the time as always. Before I jump off, just a little clarity on something. Terrion Arnold is not officially signed yet by the Seahawks. That's why they signed Trevon Diggs. And one reason they haven't signed him yet, as we discussed last Friday at Southwind, he will be placed on the commissioner's exempt list once that contract becomes active. So they haven't signed him for that reason and because the legal proceedings are still in limbo. I'll talk to y'all later.
That Diggs never got him a Cardi B, but he also never had a man accuse him of, never mind. We'll talk to Mo Schefter later.
Not that good either.
Y'all be back. And don't you dare touch that dial. Isaac Simpson's next, right here on Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Not only can you listen to your favorite shows on Sports 56, you can also watch video of the shows live on Twitter and YouTube. Watch and listen every day at Sports 56 WHBQ.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus of Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
Huey's has been serving the Memphis community since 1970. In this local, family-owned restaurant, you'll find a casual setting and laid-back atmosphere, where entertainment includes writing on graffiti walls and listening to live music every Sunday. Huey's has been voted best burger in Memphis every year since 1984, and most kid-friendly for more than 30 years. With 10 locations across Memphis and North Mississippi, there's sure to be a Huey's close by. Huey's Restaurants, blues, brews, and burgers for over 55 years.
Frame Corner, custom framing your art since 1975, is your go-to for precision designs and craftsmanship. Bring your cherished collectibles, fine art, and sports memorabilia to Frame Corner and experience expert customer care with attention to every detail. Specializing in framing and displays of sports jerseys and items ranging from little leagues to the big leagues, SEC to the NBA. Visit Frame Corner, 5035 Park Avenue near Mount Moriah, or online at framecornermemphis.com. Frame Corner, your top pick for custom framing.
Okay, listen up, Mid-South car buyers. Landers Ford in Collierville is offloading 2026 models from across the Mid-South now through Labor Day only. It's the Mid-South Labor Day offload. Labor Day savings on new Ford F-150s up to $8,500 off MSRP. Plus, low 2.9 APR financing for 84 months. That's right, 2.9 APR for 84 months. Complimentary 2-year premium maintenance plan included. You don't want to miss this. Now through Labor Day. First come, first served. Plus, with top dollar for your trade, you could lower your payments. Get started now at LandersFordMemphis.com or give us a call to schedule your test drive today. Landers Ford in Collierville. Remember, if it doesn't say Landers, you paid too much.
As reported on Ford's 2025 Total New Vehicle Retail Sales Report, Memphis Market. Stock number 26T0112. MSRP $67,795. Ford rebates $3,500. Lander savings $5,000. Sale price $59,295. Complimentary 2-year premium maintenance plan available on select Ford vehicles. Coverage begins at new vehicle limited warranty start date of 2 years or up to 25,000 miles, whichever occurs first. Price plus tax title license. Offers include $695 processing fee. Offer ends 8/31/26.
Yes, it's that time again, and after all, you bought or sold a house 25 years ago, and everything should be the same. Wrong. This is Sheldon Rosengarten with Marks Bensdorf Realtors, and just like artificial intelligence, AI, it's changing the landscape. Buying and selling a home today is worlds apart from when you last did it, whether it was 25 years ago, 40 years ago, or 2 years ago. Just like getting through a jungle, you need a trusted guide who has a highly successful strategic marketing program when you're selling, and who also knows the trails and pitfalls when you're buying. You may have heard of me due to the fact that I not only am the worst golfer in town, but people often say when you want the job done, call Shell Dunn. Whether you're thinking of selling or buying or merely want a conversation about what to do or not to do, you can always reach me, Shell Dunn Rosengarten, at 483-0546 or email me at memphisrelocate.com. That's memphisrelocate.com or call me at 483-0546.
A long life is wonderful, but it comes with changes as you age. So when you're ready to change your home, Town Village Audubon Park is the perfect choice. Incredible location, amazing amenities, including a pool, all-inclusive dining, and on-site medical care so you can age in place. Monthly rental with no buy-in lets you make current choices. Apartments include full kitchen, washer and dryer, bi-weekly housekeeping, and all basic utilities. Landscape courtyards make it easy to get sunshine and fresh air. Gated parking keeps you ready to go. And the Town Village Dog Park keeps your fur baby close by your side. Hi, I'm Max. My wife Jean and I moved into Town Village Audubon Park 18 months ago. It's the best decision we ever made. We have made friends here and take part in lots of social activities. It's a comfortable life. So if you're thinking of making a change, come see me and Town Village Audubon Park. I think you'll like it as much as we do. And look, new friends.
The only power source capable of generating 1.21 gigawatts of electricity is a bolt of lightning.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It's a beautiful day, baby. It's not 1,000 degrees outside.
Thank goodness.
I know. I came back from hanging out outside, and I'm not sweating. It's kind of nice. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much, Earth. You're the best. Now, we, like, when it's hot outside, though, there's something that really does bother me. You know, it just stinks worse. You notice how the summer kind of has those stanks? Your trash be funky, you know what I mean? Like sometimes, like if you drive too close to a trash can, you'll see me fall out of a car and start vomiting. I have a very weak stomach. But that's where Enviromaster comes in, because they are a absolute, like, I don't even know how to explain, except for like, if you have a business or you have a brand that you want to protect, this is the company. They're a commercial cleansing company that protects your brand by taking care of all the viruses and bacteria and germs and all the nastiness while you get to focus on making money and doing your business. Don't let odors and germs and nastiness destroy your business. Make sure you get in touch with EnviroMaster. Go to enviro-master.com. Reach out to my homie Dennis Dixon or the owner Tom Whitley. Super good dudes. My man Dennis Dixon, he's easy to get in touch with him. All you have to do is call him at 901-500-5361. It is so easy. Call, set up an appointment. They come out, give you a consultation. They do their installation with a professional technician, and bing, bang, boom, they cover you for life. It's that easy. Enviro-master.com. My man, Isaac Simpson joins us now. What's up, Isaac? How you doing? You ready for a little UNLV action yet?
Yeah, man, ready for college football, period, man. But yeah, man, just a week and a half away. We're gonna have real football, man. Week 0, Memphis Tigers, UNLV is a huge game. I mean, huge implications. First game of the season, so man, I'm ready for it.
So, have you gotten to see any practice yet?
I have not, man. I hate, man, with my job, I can't get out there the way that I used to with the way my schedule is now. I haven't been able to get over to practice, man. But I've talked to some people, heard a lot.
To be honest with you, though, like you're not seeing a whole lot. Everybody and their grandmothers like not showing much anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a different time. I mean, it's a completely different time than it used to be either like 4 or 5 years ago, man. You used to be able to get a lot more access than you get now, man. A lot of that stuff they shut that stuff down now. So with the Tigers, you just really don't know. I mean, I like the talent on paper. Like, I really like their roster. But, again, you just don't know because there's so many moving parts, new coaching staff. I've been completely new starters pretty much on both sides of the ball. They might have one guy, Mitchell, on the offensive line that was a starter last year. He's probably going to be the only guy back from the starting. So, I mean, it's just a completely new system, team, and everything for the Tigers. So we're not going to know a whole lot until they line up out there in Vegas.
What do you think about this? Like, since like you know about a lot about this Tiger team, what do you think about this UNLV team and the fact that you got to face Dan the Man out there in Vegas, game number 1?
I mean, it's going to be a challenge. I mean, like I said, on paper, I think Memphis matches up well with UNLV. I think talent for talent, I like Memphis, but you just don't know until they go out in the field. Now, UNLV has a lot of new going on, too. Like, they don't have a lot of starters on either side of the ball either. They might have 4 or 5 guys. They're breaking in a new quarterback, even though Jackson Arnold, we saw what he had some experience with what he did at Auburn. He's coming over. He was like, he's probably going to be their starter. So he's new. They don't have any of their receivers back. I think they have a pretty much brand new receiving core. So they're going to have a lot new, too. So when you look at both of these teams in preparation, they really don't know what to prepare for because there's not a lot of film on either one. Like they really don't have anything on Memphis. I mean, you got a new staff, new quarterback, new everything with Memphis. So they have no idea what they expect. So I think that could be an element that could work in Memphis' favor because I don't think UNLV really knows what to prepare for when it comes to Memphis. And UNLV, they have some guys back, so you kind of know some of the things they might do, but they're kind of a mystery as well. So you just really don't know. I mean, the line is -6.
Yeah, I know, man. It's freaking me out, dude. I'm like, man, I know Jackson Arnold was a 5-star recruit and went to Oklahoma, then Auburn, and now UNLV. Auburn, yeah. So, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I like I said, you really won't know until they line up. Like, I think I'm going to take Memphis just for the value because I think the line is -6. I think these teams are, when you look at it, I think they're closely matched. It's just, with Memphis, you just don't know. And then you're going out west, first game, Charles Huff, first game with the team you just don't know. But, I mean, I think talent-wise, Memphis matches up with them. Memphis is really good. I think people are sleeping on them, picking them like 4th or 5th in AAC. I think they're going to be better than that. You just kind of look at a lot of these rankings. I think a lot of them have Memphis as probably the 4th best team in the G6. Yeah, Boise, UNLV in front of them. Some of them South Florida, just different teams. But I think people are sleeping on Memphis a little bit. But I think a lot of it is just because of the unknown. I think they're kind of scared to put them up there. But I think talent-wise, they should go out there and be able to match up with UNLV. I'm not worried about the talent. It's just you just don't know how it's going to come together. Game week 0, not even week 1.
Yeah, that's true. And on the road and being,
I mean, that's a long trip out there, man. to Vegas, man. They had to go all the way out there. For example, it's huge. I mean, you talking about if you even dream of college football playoff, you look at that game 2 weeks after that and you got to go to Boise State. Yeah, I don't think you really like the chances there. So if you're going to make a run at this thing, I think you have to win the game against UNLV.
Describe the type of offense and defense you expect to see. One of our texters came in and says, man, have you watched any film on Southern Miss? What are they going to run offensively and defensively? What do you kind of expect, and who do you think is going to be the start? Like, are we still, do you don't think, who's the starting quarterback?
Hey, I'm going to continue to say that. I always think it's always going to be Marcus Stokes. When they brought him in, I don't think they anticipated there was going to be any kind of quarterback battle or anything like that. And Aaron Nolan kind of came in and kind of upset that apple cart. I think it's always been 1A, 1B. I mean, you look at Marcus Stokes. I know he was at the Division II level at West Florida, but, I mean, he's been on the center. He's led a team before. Threw for 3,300 yards, 30 touchdowns last year, rushed for almost 400 yards, 10 touchdowns. I mean, he has led a team before. Aaron Nolan has only thrown 3 passes at the collegiate level. I know he was at Division I, but I just think Marcus Stokes, they envisioned when they brought him in, they envisioned him being their guy.
Was it Ohio State, then South Carolina?
Yeah. I just think when they looked at Marcus Stokes, I think they envisioned him to be a guy. So I think it was always
Stokes.
A 1A, 1B type of situation when Nolan came in. I think it was always Stokes to lose, and I don't think he's done anything in practice and camp and anything that's gonna
upset the apple cart.
Yeah, upset the apple cart. I just think it's gonna end up being him. Now, hopefully he's not going to announce it until he's at game day. He's basically saying he's not gonna tell anybody who it is until the game gets ready to start. So I think it's a tough situation because I think they both are probably definitely good enough to start. Like, I kind of hate that they gotta make that decision because I think Aaron Nolan, I mean, you look at it, like you said, man, where the pedigree, the 2 schools that he's been at shows you what type of talent that he is. So it's going to be interesting, man, how whichever guy that they don't pick takes that. Because either one of these guys could be starting somewhere else. Like if Aaron Nolan ends up being a backup, I'm sure he's going to be thinking, man, I could have went somewhere else and been a starter. So that's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. But I still think in the end it's going to be Stokes. I mean, again, he was the Offensive Player of the Year in the conference he was from. He was a Harlan Hill Trophy finalist, which, if you're familiar with Harlan Hill, it's the D2 equivalent to the Heisman. He was a finalist for that. I mean,
we watched the kid named Trinidad James last year.
Yeah. I mean, and as far as the offense, I think they're going to be an aggressive offense.
He always likes to go that fast-paced tempo. You still think they're going to do that this year in year number 1 and kind of go vertical and horizontal?
Yeah, he's a guy that he really pushes the ball down the field. He can do it with his legs, and he's a guy that loves to throw the deep ball. I mean, they're definitely going to, if Stokes is a starter, I think it's going to be aggressive, going vertical. I mean, we've seen similar offenses. I think it's going to be a high-octane offense. But again, I think Charles Huff himself is more of a defensive guy. And his defense, I mean, I talked about this last week, the week before last on here. Jamon Tapp, I think, coming over from Southern Miss, defensive end, I think he might be the best player in the AAC. And that's not being a homer, but this guy is supremely talented. I mean, I think he's definitely the favorite for AAC Defensive Player of the Year. He's a guy that's definitely going to play on Sundays. I think he's going to have I think this defense is going to be good. I mean, Memphis, one thing about this team is they don't have any starters back, but all of these guys are experienced. They're not going to be running a lot of green guys out there that haven't played. They just haven't played at Memphis. Most of these guys have been starters and played minutes in other schools. They just, how they're going to come together as a unit. But
so they're going to be a cohesive unit on game 1 in UNLV? That's kind of the big question.
Yeah. I mean, that's a big task. I mean, like I said, man, you're taking on another one of the biggest schools in the G6, especially that's expected to be in that mix for the college football playoff. and you going all the way out to Vegas, man. Like I said, that's a long trip. I just wish maybe they had a warm-up game or something. Maybe if the Arkansas State game was first, and you played that game, the second game. I hate that it's week 0, but they didn't shy away, man. They added that game. That game wasn't on the schedule, and they added it, man. So it's got to hit the ground running. It's not a game that you can go out there and say, oh, man, we're just going to fill it out, or whether we lose, it doesn't matter. They need to go out there and win that game because, again, your chances are great going out there to the blue turf and beating Boise State. Mm-hmm. So you got to have one of those if you have any aspirations of doing anything special.
Oh, I'm hoping it's a special team. And I know one thing. They do need a lot of speed on the edge. I'm kind of curious about some of the guys that you think are going to be playmakers, but we got to pay a couple bills. I got a 1:30 timeout, and then we're back with Isaac Simpson talking a little Tiger football. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Available locally on your radio dial as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Wherever you are, it's easy to stay tuned to Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Is the way to go. Call 68370.
This is Parker Trotz with NST Injury Attorneys. After a car accident, money is on the line, and that's why one call can change everything. For over 35 years, we've gone toe-to-toe with insurance companies and won billions for our clients.
NST is the way to go. Call 68370. They've got the fight, they've got the heart.
NST is the way to go. Call 683-7000 or visit nstlaw.com.
Hey, everybody, I'm out here in Olive Branch trying to pick out my favorite new Silverado for a test drive. And I've got one question. How low can your payment go? Come to All-Star Chevy and see what 0% financing for 5 years on all these new Silverados will do. And no payments until after Thanksgiving because your good credit deserves it. Military and first responders get an extra $500 bonus. And All-Star Chevy has the pre-owned makes and models for any budget. Go big with a Tahoe. Pre-owned Silverados? Yes, always. They got them right here in Olive Branch. Whatever you're looking for, ask Jeff and he'll find what you want fast. For all your commercial and fleet needs, All-Star Chevy is the top-rated business elite dealer. Express Cargo and Express Passenger Vans, they are right here in Olive Branch. And if you have any vehicle you want to sell, bring it here to All-Star Chevy in Olive Branch and get the most money for it today. Together, let's drive. Don't miss the last best sale of the summer event going on now in Olive Branch at All-Star Chevrolet or go to allstarautogroup.com.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy, Johnny Radio. It's a beautiful day again, man. It ain't too hot outside. But I can tell you right now, there's some people who are feeling the heat, man. Financial pressure is terrible. If you need to sell your house fast, I have the solution. 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill at iBuy Houses. Any house, any area, as is. It really is as simple as that. 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill at iBuy Houses. Again, the good point, guaranteed to close in 5 days. One more time, 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill at iBuy Houses. Isaac Simpson's fired up. I just realized we 9 days till football.
Yeah, man, it's right. I mean, speaking up on us, right around the corner.
9 days. Tigers are going to be out in Vegas, and we are watching football. But I also just remembered, Ben Bennett's coming in studio with some Houston Mustang action because high school football starts off tomorrow night, and it matters. Tonight?
Actually, yeah. You got to slay the games out tonight.
No joke.
Yeah.
And tomorrow, Ben and Houston will be in here talking about Germantown and Houston game number 1.
Yeah, the middle school kids started Tuesday.
And I'm fired up because Superman just walked in here. Today, I'm not going to see him, but I get to see him all day tomorrow and Friday. I already cleared my whole schedule after I clean up with my homie Pedro today, the little H&H Harden house.
John, tomorrow
Pedro, shout out.
Tomorrow and Friday is the same day.
Yeah,
No. Tomorrow, I'm saying today I got to meet with Pedro.
Yeah.
Like, I got to get them. Pedro got to get this
yeah, but
done.
you say you're going to be with Soup. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
And Friday. And tomorrow is Friday.
Oh, well, I'm with you on the same day, and it's a Friday. Bro, I'm fired up, man. I'm ready for tomorrow already. Isaac, though, we got 9 days till the Tigers head out to Las Vegas to face UNLV. We got Charles Huff, Dan Mullen. Everything's excited. I do not want anything like a join the revolution. I don't think Charles Huff is anything like a Larry Porter-esque, even though I was joining the revolution just because I love saying it.
Yeah, I was joining it too, man. I joined the revolution.
Yeah. But, man, right now, realistically, like looking at the last few coaches, Ryan Silverfield fell forward somehow and got the Arkansas job, but couldn't win the American. We know it, of course, Fuente was great. Norvell was great until he got to Florida State. Woo, it's a big year for him. I'm kind of curious, where do you think Charles Huff, like, what does he need to do to be considered successful here at this university? It's to win 100% the American, right? And get our ass out of the American.
Yeah, I mean, that's the first. Winning American is the first step. I mean, we've been talking about for the last few years of getting out, and we couldn't even win the conference under Ryan Silverfield. So I think that's the number one goal. But like you said, the ultimate goal is getting out of America. I mean, they gotta. That's something that has to happen. Because if they don't, man, it's not good going forward. So I mean, I think that's the ultimate goal. And Charles Huff seems extremely confident that they're going to do it. Like, he's not saying if, he's just saying when. He said he's going to be a P4 coach, and he's going to be a P4 coach at Memphis. So I like the confidence. He's coming in, man. He's definitely confident. There's no short of confidence from him and his staff.
Heck,
and he
I
talks to the
remember
players.
when he said, I don't want him to go to 22 or 24. I want him to stay at 12 and you just win your damn conference. Just win all your games, go undefeated and win your conference, get yourself in. Like, he's not afraid. He does have a little of that Kurt Signetti in him, you know what I'm saying? That gusto and bravado. And a lot of people didn't know who the hell Kurt Signetti was when he walked in and said, look me up.
3 years later,
I'm a winner.
3 years later, he ain't lying.
Because again, when they first made the hire, I wasn't fully on board with it. I got until I heard him talk and the confidence that he brought, and I mean, he sold me. And I can imagine being a player for him. I mean, he's the type of guy that players are run through a brick wall for. Like, I'm sure that they love him. Like, I can just see the motive. He's like a guy that can motivator of men, I should say. That's definitely what he is, man. And yeah, man, but we got to see if it translates to the field. That's going to be the big question. I mean, it's the bottom line of business, man. You gotta win games, and Memphis is in a position where they got to win now. Yeah, this is not a situation where he's coming in where he's going to have 2 or 3 years to try to build something. They got to hit the ground running this year. It's a tough spot because I think they got to win at least, I'd say, 9 games for it to even anything less than that would be, I think, looked at as a failure. If they only win 8 games, that's not a good situation. So you're asking a guy to come in to a new program, a lot of new players, even though a lot of the players that are coming in are his players. Like, I mean, he has almost the entire defense is going to start as a part of pretty much going to be Southern Miss guys. But, I mean, it's a tough spot. I mean, so we're going to find out a lot about him year one, because I think anything less than 9 wins, I think is a disappointment. And people are still thinking, even though it might be crazy, people are thinking college football playoff type stuff this year. So that might be unrealistic, but I mean, that's kind of where we are. I mean,
they're getting paid. How much speed we got Marcus Stokes? What kind of weapons we got him?
I mean, they got Tyjon Chapman. I think it's probably going to be their top wide receiver. But you still got Brady Clues back. I mean, he made some incredible catches last year. I mean, you got at running back. I like what they got at running back with Jalen Carter and Jalen Hayden, former CBHS standout, played at Ohio State as well as Colorado last year. I think you're going to have a 2-headed monster there. I think they're going to be really good. I mean, they have some talent on this roster. I mean, there's no question about it, man. They just gotta bring it together.
In 9 days, let's go to Vegas and get a big dub. They're playing UNLV. It'll be Charles Huff's first game as the head man for the Memphis Tigers against Dan the Man and the former 5-star Jackson Arnold, more than likely, at quarterback for UNLV. Right now, the boys in Vegas out in the desert got UNLV a 6-point favorite. I'm not gonna lie. I took UNLV minus 5.5 like a month ago.
Yeah, I know. I think it opened at 5 and it's up at 6 to 6.5.
It was going the other way. I was like, I better grab it now. They might know something I don't. But
I mean, I think they're actually giving Memphis a little bit of respect there. I mean, with everything that they got dealing with going out west like that, they're only 6-point underdog. I don't think that's terrible. I don't think that's disrespect to Memphis at all. So I think it's going to be a great game. I think Week 0 is probably the best game on the schedule, man. So I'm excited about it.
I am too, man. Anything else that's going on that you're excited about?
Man, just ready for some football. Man, college football right out the corner after that. And we got NFL coming, and just ready to go.
Man, Isaac, I really appreciate your time. Everybody follow him at Isaac_NBA. I didn't get to end the NBA, bro. Sorry. I was all up in that college football business. You be blessed, my friend.
Will do, man. Talk to y'all next week.
That's my homie, Isaac Simpson. I'm going to take a baby time out. It is Thursday. The Rebel Walk. Evie Van Pelt. Hotty toddy, gosh almighty.
Be sure to download our Hub 901 app for instant access to Sports 56 and all the Flynn Broadcasting stations from anywhere. Go to the App Store and get the Hub 901 app today.
Life is too short for boring cars, so it's time to run, not walk, to Gossett Kia on the Pike. 2026 Kia K4 LXS, $229 a month, $34.99 to its signing. 2027 Kia Seltos LX, $258 a month, $37.99 to its signing. 2026 Kia Sorento LX, $327 a month, and 2027 Kia Telluride S, only $449 a month. 24-month lease, $39.99 to its signing. And the all-new 2026 EV9 Land, $12,000 off MSRP or get 0% for 60 months. Plus Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Come see Bobby J and get your new Kia today. Gossett Kia 1900 Covington Pike. Online, KiaCovingtonPike.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
K4TE 349,980, MSRP 24,825, Seltos V 5010936, MSRP 27,130, Sorento TG 455,570, MSRP 34,280, Telluride VGO 42,843, MSRP 44,420, EV9 TG Dolo 76,45, includes all rebates and incentives, PF 895, must finance through KFA, excludes tax title and license with approved credit, dealer stock only, see dealer for complete details, offer valid through 8/31/26.
Moving is stressful, but Black Tie Moving can take the worry out of the process. Whether you're moving across town or across country, moving your home or your office, your personal moving concierge from Black Tie Moving will work with you to design a plan that perfectly fits your budget and needs. And they're available 24/7 to answer any questions you have. Give Black Tie Moving a call at 901-316-6196 or go to blacktiemoving.com/Memphis to get your personal, no obligation quote from the moving experts at Black Tie Moving.
Too many families face a widening gap between what they can afford and what they need to thrive. More than half of families in the U.S. today are one paycheck away from financial crisis. At Good 360, we deliver hope when families need it most, providing essentials like clothing, hygiene items, and household goods. Put help within reach. Learn more at good360.org.
It's sort of a philosophical question.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Bear with me. Central Barbecue's slogan is, smoke is our sauce.
I've seen the sign.
So then why does Central Barbecue offer so many sauces?
This is exactly why I try not to engage. While Central Barbecue is so delicious from being slow smoked for 24 hours, it doesn't need sauce.
That's my point.
Silence, Padawan. While Central Barbecue doesn't require sauce, it's nice to have the option. Better to have sauce and not need it.
Then need it and not have it. Got it.
Although you'll never need any sauce at Central Barbecue.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything. From the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys, Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Incorporated, Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Hey, Jason, the main man, Marshall, tell us about that Hyundai Getaway sales event still going strong out there at Gossett Hyundai on the Pike.
Check out the new 2026 Hyundai Sonata SE, $346.74 a month, plus 1.99 for 72 months and 0.99 for 60 months available. Get uptown style and upscale tech and 2026 Hyundai Tucson SEL Plus, $359.99 a month, plus 0% for 60 months and 1.99 for 72 months available. Or the new 2026 Hyundai Santa Fe SE, now only $372.48 a month and 1.9 for 72 months available.
And every Gossett Hyundai comes with America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty and the owner assurance.
Come see me, Jason the Main Man Marshall, where we're charging forward and charging less at Gossett Hyundai. 1956 Covenant Pike, or visit online at HyundaiGossett.com 24/7.
Sonata DA5 17393, MSRP 29650, Tucson TH77500, MSRP 33890, Santa Fe TH197320, MSRP 37390. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF 895 excludes tax file and license with approved Tennessee dealer. For complete details, offer valid to end of the month. Dealer stock only.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis, with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10.
But you got to be willing to take the hit and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Man, you know, the weather feels really good. Is it going to rain or something?
It's been sprinkling like on or off
Really?
this morning.
I like a little shower here and there. I could use a good shower because then I could just head on down to Snowden Lane. 6787 Snowden Lane, and I can bang all day at Bangers Pickleball, the ultimate pickleball destination. They got indoor courts, they got outdoor courts, they got cornhole, they got ping pong, they have 3 bars, a beautiful restaurant. They have it all. I'm telling you, it is the ultimate pickleball destination. I can promise you that. And they always have something cool going on, so you need to go to bangerspickleball.net because they do Dinkin' After Dark. They got Banging with the Pros. They got Save the Date for the Bangers Rally Classic for the Ronald McDonald House, baby. They got a big tournament coming up. They always do some cool stuff, and you can be a member or you can just go down there and check it out and pay to play and go have a whole lot of fun. Check it out. It's Bangers Pickleball down in Snowden Grove, right there in South Haven, Mississippi. It's it's grown up down there, man. I just head straight down Getwell. I'm there in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, and then I go tear everybody up, baby. Nah, me and Hale are going out there on Sunday. I think we're gonna have to beat everybody's brains in. What do you think, Ham? We did it last time when Brett and them were there. We destroyed everybody, but now we need football. We got to have a big win on September 19th especially, but we got to have a lot of stuff happen. But there's been some crazy stuff, and I'm very blessed because I get to talk with Evie Van Pelt. She's been the founder and publisher of the Rebel Walk, your #1 source for Ole Miss sports information forever and ever and ever. And she's the one and the only that gets you all the information that you need when it comes to anything Ole Miss sports information. But she's also married to David. David played at Texas A&M quarterback, and he was 17 years old. Youngest quarterback to start for Texas A&M. Evie, how are you doing first and foremost?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm kind of curious. What's it going to be like this? Like, are we trying to get, are we trying to get a tight end back? Are we trying to get any football players?
I mean, what is even happening, Johnny? What is even happening?
I don't know.
This is just crazy every day. Like by the end of the evening last night, one of my writers messaged, and I mean, just things you didn't think you'd have on your bingo card. Actual guys competing for roster spots on NFL teams, potentially eligible now via a restraining order from a judge in Louisiana to come back and play in college. So, I don't know. I tell you what,
Daquan Wright.
If Daquan Wright, yeah, the ones in the restraining order mentioned Daquan Wright, defensive lineman Fabian Harris, and then defensive back Wyatt Williams. All 3 fantastic players for Ole Miss. I tell you what, can you imagine putting Daquan back in that offense?
No. I mean, wasn't he all SEC last year?
Yeah, I mean, I'm almost speechless because I think he's a real, David and I were talking about this earlier, I think he was a real safety net, too, for Trinidad. I mean, how many times did Daquan come up with a clutch a clutch reception to move the chains or whatever. So that's going to be really interesting. So they are potentially, I think there were 30 other athletes in multiple sports.
So far, I mean, I'm waiting for Diego Pavi to sue to get another year.
I know. Somebody, I saw a funny tweet. I mean, obviously it was a joke, but it was, A.J. Brown's going to get the pros, and can he come back for his 5th year? And, what in the world? I guess never say never.
Well, the reason I brought up your husband and David, because, I'm thinking to myself, okay, hold up, wait a minute. He was 17. Could you imagine, if he was a high school kid today, would he have not made sure he was held back till he was at least 18? And then I thought of Austin Simmons. Damn, he came out at 17 and actually just got a scholarship, didn't get paid, and then, played baseball. Yeah. Could you imagine if he was like, you know what, I should have gone back to high school and went back to high school for a year or something? Because right now the line between college football and pro football, the professionalism of pro ball it's not blurry, it's just completely erased.
It's just completely erased. That's a good point. That, and I don't know if you saw it earlier today, but somebody had, I'm not sure if it was an outlet or what, but they had a screenshot out of the highest paid high school players for NIL. Oh my gosh.
I know.
The running back there at the Baylor school, Georgia, David Gabriel Georges, I think he's at $2 million. The top player is 2.4. High school. The top one was 2.4 million. High school NIL.
It's going to be harder to make the case that it needs to be continuously attached, and that's going to hurt my feelings because I love the fact that it's attached to colleges. But again, eventually, I'm just afraid that you're going to have students be like, look, I can't pay $25,000 to go here because you're paying our quarterback $5 million a year.
Yes, I know.
And he's 27 years old, and I'm 18.
And he's got 3 kids and a mortgage. It's unreal. I don't know. I don't get what's happening, but along these same lines, wouldn't you think one coach Mike Bianco is pretty happy today?
Yes.
He gets back his star first baseman and third baseman and all-time home run hitter in Judd Utermark and Will Furniss.
Which is absolutely, for him, probably one of the things that he didn't have on his bingo card.
Absolutely. And then, again, I would love to know what's
how
going
is so
on
they
behind
all
the scenes.
get just one more ride?
Yes.
I love
they all
that.
get one more ride. I do think, I was talking to somebody yesterday, and I'm like, okay, now you think you've got your roster set, you've got your money allocated, you've got your rev share, your NIL, your everything, and I'm telling you, we're talking some significant players here that I don't know. How do you pay them? What do you do? Now, somebody did tell me, I think.
Call the Grove Collective.
Yeah. Walker Jones.
Walker.
Yeah. Walker was pretty pumped yesterday announcing Judd Utermark and Will Furniss's return. So, I don't know. Wouldn't you imagine that Judd Utermark, with the all-time home run record at Ole Miss that he set this last season, wouldn't you imagine if he comes back for another year, no one will ever touch that record? I can't imagine if Judd comes back. So, it's really interesting. But I tell you what, a lot of folks wondering about Daquan and Xavier, and then apparently Xavier has announced that he will enter the portal. That doesn't mean that he'll leave. But I think they've got just maybe a 1 week window or something.
Make a nice little
crazy
pitch.
Time. Yes. It's Now, the one thing I do want to talk about is, I had a lot of people. Of course, there's always LSU Tigers in my mentions, and always they don't ever go. But anyway, basically saying, "Oh, come to Baton Rouge." But I really it is my understanding that the SEC interconference rules on transfers are still in effect, and I think Commissioner Sankey sent email communicating with the coaches I think about a week ago, saying, the rules still apply. And so there is, you can only transfer within the conference during a set time.
So
and
they
I think
would
that's in the
only be
spring.
able to come back to Ole Miss.
See, they could go someplace else, but not in the SEC, is my understanding. Now, again, that may be worth the paper it's printed on, which isn't much, because all we need is, a player to sue. Yeah, yeah. A judge in Baton Rouge says, he would like Xavier Harris to be able to play for the Tigers. So, who knows? Who knows? But as of now, that's what.
How in the heck did it take this long for all these lawsuits?
I don't know.
Is it because now everybody's got that, Legal Zoom? They're all a lawyer?
Right. Right.
Let me Legal Zoom this joint.
I tell you, one person who is on top of it all, if you're an Ole Miss fan and you don't follow Will Furness's daddy, Eddie Furness, on Twitter, you need to, because Dr. Furness, he's a doctor in Nacogdoches. Dr. Furness has been on top of this from the very beginning, and I actually messaged him yesterday to ask him if Will and Judd are coming back based on that Colorado judge's ruling, or if have they filed their own. Anyway, he said yes, they are under the Colorado ruling. But
is it Eddie
really
Furness, MD?
Eddie, yes, and it's EDDY.
Furness. I got it. I had to follow him.
And he's a great follow. He absolutely has been talking to lawyers and knows his stuff. But yeah, at Eddie EDDY Furness FURNISS on Twitter. So folks should follow him.
You ain't lying. He's on it. Now, how on it are we? Like, how's everything? Everybody's kind of, I had a question yesterday by a non-LSU fan posed to me when we were at the golf tournament and goes, yeah, John, it's cute that they're ranked 9th this year, but their total's only set at 8.5 by the boys in Vegas. I kind of like the under because, their offensive coordinator, how Pete did great for 2 games. Well, they still had Charlie Weiss Jr., and now it's going to be a new offense. He doesn't have his blanket in Daquan, but that was yesterday. And he was kind of making a bunch of statements that he thinks that Ole Miss is due for a precipitous fall. Again, he is definitely not part of the Ole Miss Rebel fandomhood or anything. But he did bring up some good points. Is there any worry about how the offense is going to run with the new offensive coordinator this year with Trinidad?
I'll just tell you no. And one thing, I do not believe so. One thing that my David and I were talking about him, as you mentioned, being a former quarterback, it was really refreshing to hear. We talked to John David Baker last week, the offensive coordinator, and one of the things he said,
is he the head coordinator or is he co-offensive coordinator? I'm kind of confused.
I'm not sure what he's listed. I believe he is
the offensive play caller.
Yeah, I believe so. I'll just make sure there, but
well, that was one of the questions. He's like, I don't even know if John David Baker's the play caller. I know he's like a co-offensive coordinator.
Yeah. No, he is the assistant coach and offensive coordinator.
I thought so. You were wrong, son.
Yeah, he's wrong there. And I tell you what, the interesting thing to me and to David was, a lot of coaches want to come in and they want to either put their stamp on things or make it their own or this or that. And I think John David Baker is happy to come in and have the players he's got on that team. And he commented that he wants to do what Trinidad wants to do, what Trinidad is comfortable with. And so why would you come in after the season they had last year and the performance that Trinidad gave and change things up? So it's very similar. I even gather that it's just there's some just different terminologies for things that JDB brings in. But he basically said, I want my quarterback to be happy. I want to do what my quarterback feels comfortable doing, which is pretty much everything.
I was going to say, it didn't seem like there was much he couldn't do last year.
Exactly. So the folks who say, oh, you don't have Charlie Weiss anymore, not to take anything away from Charlie. Although I will tell you, and you'll recall this, there were plenty of times there were fans last year that complained about Charlie Weiss, and well, we need, Lane to call this or Lane, and there was a lot of that, but JDB ran a faster offense at East
Over
Carolina.
to East Carolina, that's right. Yeah, he sure did.
Yeah,
didn't he?
so and think about it. JDB is a former tight ends coach. He has got to be, I can't even imagine, it would be like Christmas for him, I'm sure, if he could get Daquan back.
Dude, he'd
but
freak out. Plus, he's already, I think, like, if I remember correctly, the last 2 seasons, East Carolina was like top 5, I believe, or top 10 in third down efficiency.
Yes. And, right now, Ole Miss has 4 tight ends on the roster that a lot of people have thought all 4 could see time. You've got Caleb Odom coming back, Luke Haas coming back. They got South Carolina transfer Michael Smith, and then Caden Prieskorn's little brother Brady. And so I'm not sure if you brought Daquan in, then would Caleb Odom go back to wide receiver, which is where he had been, when he was at Alabama, and so I'm not exactly
sure. Big wide
sure.
receiver right now.
Yeah, I'm not
Luke's
sure,
a big
but
boy.
Yes. Luke is a big boy, but Daquan is a big boy.
He's a big boy.
So yeah, but in terms of the offense, it's so funny to me, the people who talk about, they're going to have a drop off. You have 2 legitimate Heisman hopefuls on that offense in Trinidad and Keewan. You've got the entire interior of your offensive line back. You've got a left tackle who's really coming into his own. Right tackle, there have been some questions, but it's my understanding, like in the scrimmage this last weekend, that might be working itself out. Some great receivers. You return Deuce Alexander. I don't know. I don't know where they're seeing the drop-off because, honestly, you had Trinidad running that offense last year. He wasn't there for spring. He wasn't there for summer. He didn't get there till fall, and that's been one of the things players have told us when we've asked them, how have you seen Trinidad mature? I mean, what area did he even need to improve in? But they've said, 1, his leadership. He's more comfortable at that. And 2, he has studied film like mad. And so he's, had a year in that system under his belt. The system isn't basically going to be changing much at all. So I don't know where people even remotely get offensive drop off.
I'm right there with you, especially with the court ruling with the 3 Rebels right now possibly returning to college football.
I mean,
even without it, I'm fired up. And again, I was watching it, I'm very good friends with the 0-3 group and Crane and Cone and all them.
Yes.
And they have, Trinidad preseason All-American. Like, that's like their guy. They're like, this might be one of the deepest quarterback. It reminds me what could be like the 87 draft. It's loaded with quarterbacks. And for them to have him at number 1 when you have a Manning out there, when you got Dante Moore and Julian Sain returning to Ohio State, I can go on. But he is the dude who basically went out there, and what they saw, especially in those playoff games, was just buck wild. And the way he played against Georgia.
It reminded me of, and I say this, Eric folks know probably that I graduated from A&M, but it really reminds me the Johnny Manziel Heisman season, where Manziel, you just knew when he was out there, he was going to die rather than lose. He was going to die trying, and just always seemed to make something happen and spark his team. And I feel like that with Trinidad. I feel like there is a confidence within his offensive unit that when he's out there, he's going to make it happen. Doesn't matter if there's 30 seconds left to play or what, he can make it happen.
That 20-point fourth quarter that they had against the Bulldogs, that still is one of the craziest things that I'll ever.
And he was over there, trying to motivate the defense. I'll never forget that. I'm like, if he could go out there and play them, he'd play for defense, he probably would.
That was awesome. Because again, if I know many Ole Miss fans will remember this going into the halftime, you didn't feel nearly as good after 21-point, second quarter the Bulldogs put up. And then in that second half, it was Trinidad all over the place, Lacey with big runs, Wallace grabbing balls out of I thought they were uncatchable, and he's pulling them down. It was sick. And
yeah, it really
on the
was.
biggest stage, you can't get any bigger than that.
No. And so I think that's what probably, when folks were trying to decide Trinidad or Arch in terms of SEC, I just think, Arch had a great latter part of the season. The first part was kind of not so good.
Man.
Right.
It's Ohio State.
Ohio State. And I tell you what, I just feel like you just mentioned it, it's on the biggest stage under that pressure. And even that final throw against Miami, that was kind of money. He just, I don't know, the guy doesn't fold under pressure, and I'm just so excited to see him play. And in terms of like the win total and such in Vegas, one thing to me,
it's because their damn schedule's so hard. Lord, I'm not joking. I looked at their schedule and said,
yes. Oh, and David just messaged me one thing. What about in the regular season game against Georgia last year? So their Trinidad goes on the road in Athens, very hostile, and has 5 straight touchdown drives. That's not normal to do that against a Kirby Smart defense.
Nope.
That's not normal.
So that means he had how many points in those 2 games? Because I know it was 39 in the January 1 game.
That's a good question.
Man, that dude went off, didn't he not? That's just wild.
Yeah. I think Georgia won 43-35 in the first one. So Ole Miss had 35 points in that one. So
just, cool 74.
Yeah. From a kid who came from Ferris State.
Which I still can't stop thinking about. This guy, they tried, and the fact that they tried to prevent him from playing also this year, that was annoying. That was
that really was. And I think the thing for me was that, he had only, it wasn't like he had played 5 years. He had not, And so, he's just trying to get a 6th year. Well, he didn't play for 2 of those. And
was
so,
sick as a dog, one of them.
Yeah, exactly. So I tell you what, though, one thing, we spoke with defensive coordinator Brian Brown this week, and he too feels like this defense could be better than the 2024 defense that had all those phenomenal, Walter Nolan and all those guys. And so that's interesting. And so when folks, you want to look at the win total, and yes, we've got the offense, some really key pieces coming back, but there are a lot of people who think this defense could be very, very, very good with the transfers that they've brought in and with the returnees. And, I don't know, Keaton Thomas is going at linebacker is going to destroy some people. I think he's going to be a difference maker. And Luke Farrelly. They said the Blake Purchase, defensive end Blake Purchase, who came in from Oregon, and Jonathan Maldonado from Nevada, have turned heads as pass rushers this fall. So I just think right now, if I had to pick an area that I was concerned, and I think concerned might be too strong, it would just be maybe depth on the offensive line. Wouldn't be the key pieces, but just, depth, because we all know, you saw the Texas left tackle, probably the number 1 offensive lineman, Gooseby, that will be taken in the draft, was injured. Now it's just a bone bruise, I think, but things happen. So that would be my only.
Just watch the San Diego Chargers, man. They had their center taken out the other day in practice, and last year they lost Alt and Rashawn Slater and everybody and their grandmother.
Yeah.
So those things can be an issue. But I am kind of going to pick your brain for a minute. Nicole Arbeck, I believe, is who it was.
Yes.
Was she the one that left them off the top 25?
I think she had him. She had him at 18 or 19. But
Yeah,
there was
then
some
she had
man.
Louisville ranked higher or something.
Yes,
And that's what it was. I was
yes.
like, you better check yourself because the first game of the year, September 6th, which I think it's in Nissan Stadium in Nashville, right?
Yes.
Dude, I don't know, man.
How do you? There was one man who left them off completely.
There was somebody
out of the top 25, not even in the top 25. Now, how is that? I'm sorry. That seems a little bit ridiculous. I mean, that how does that even happen?
I really don't know. I'm being dead serious. Again, the Blitnikoff, the Doak Walker Award, just look.
Yeah.
Like that's the running back and quarterback for Ole Miss.
Yeah. I mean, it really is. And honestly, I'm not saying I wouldn't care who else was returning, but you give me Trinidad Chambliss and Kewan Lacey, and I feel like I could win some games, with my expert coaching.
There are 2 road games that I'm really looking at, and I was like, damn. And it's like, well, actually, there's 2 road games, but one of them's coming off the back. Like you have Georgia, and then it's followed by Oklahoma. And I'm like, that's a brutal little stretch. But then also you have a road game at Texas, and it'll be, Ole Miss against Arch Manning, which will be also fascinating. That little stretch right there is like a bend or break right moment. But I love the fact that it doesn't even start till, October 24th.
Right. I'm really, I've got that OU one circled for sure. I can't wait I'm going to try and be at the Texas one and the OU one. And, Brent Venables needs to perform. He needs to produce,
I think, pressure
this year. And he is a defensive guy, defensive wizard, very, very, very good. So I'll be interested to see. And that's not an easy place to play either in Norman.
Ask Alabama last year.
Hey, isn't that the truth?
Wait, Alabama actually beat them, didn't they?
Yes.
They beat them.
Yeah, I think.
Damn it. No, we need to ask Alabama what they did because I don't know how bad. I'm like, well, not Jackson Arnold. He's over at UNLV now. My big guy who broke his thumb last year. John Mateer. Like without the thumb injury, by the way, though. And that kind of makes me a little bit nervous because he can spin the ball. He was looking good at the beginning of the year.
That's what I was telling somebody too.
I'm actually more scared of him than I am right now, Arch.
Yeah. One thing, David just messaged me. Ole Miss plays, as of right now, if you look at the preseason AP Top 25, Ole Miss plays 6 games versus the top 25. Now, top 25 teams. Now, David and I talked about last year, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be offensive to anyone, but A&M ranked number 8 in the AP preseason poll above Ole Miss is ridiculous. That's ridiculous to me. And David reminded me that last year, yes, A&M did make it to the playoffs and they lost when their quarterback threw an interception in the end zone. But and before then, I think maybe they were 11-1. But it's like David said, they played the bottom half of the SEC. If you went and looked at their schedule, they didn't play the big boys. I think Texas might have been one of the only ones, and they lost. So again, I'm just that one kind of puzzled me because I know A&M had great portal, great recruiting class. They spend $11 billion, but they do that every year.
Every year.
I mean, they've been doing that, So that one kind of puzzled me a bit. I would
to
have
get
had
Kentucky, Arkansas, South Carolina all on the schedule when you got a 9-game schedule in the SEC does feel a little soft, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Especially when you're playing like Missouri State and Arizona State, the Citadel.
I know.
The Citadel, Lord.
I mean, so last year, and again, not trying to pick on anybody, but, they played UTSA and they played Utah State. And, in the conference, they played Auburn, Mississippi State, Florida, Arkansas. They did play LSU. They weren't good. Missouri, South Carolina, Samford, and Texas. That's who they played. Where was Georgia? Where was Alabama? Where was Ole Miss? Where was I don't know. It's kind of interesting. So based on, they were 11-2 last year, so I understand that, but I just feel like they didn't play much of anybody, and when they did, they lost to them.
Yeah, they lost their big ones, especially that game at home and that interception in the end zone. I knew that was painful.
To Miami, I believe.
I believe how much time has gone by already. Oh, I had so much more to ask you. But everybody, I can always read the stuff at therebelwalk.com. Go to therebelwalk.com. I promise you it's the number one source for all things Ole Miss sports information. I'm listening.
I have a quick question.
Shoot.
Might Reese McIntyre be on the staff at Ole Miss?
He sure is.
Oh, yay for Reese! I thought I had heard that from a source, and I thought, well, I know who I can confirm that with.
Yes,
so
you can. He's very excited. In fact, Savannah's actually at Elaine's house and with Reese in a place.
Oh, well, good. Well, that worked out great, and he is, gosh, what a fantastic addition to the staff to have working with your offensive line. So that's great.
A center, they know everything.
They have to. Yeah.
Other thing is being 6'5" and 320. I don't say anything back to him.
No. No, I bet not. I bet not many people do.
Yeah.
Although
he's so nice, though.
Sweet
Lord have mercy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter doesn't have to worry about anything when he's around. That's for sure.
No, she got a built-in bodyguard right there. I tell you. Well, thank you for having me.
Thank you, and do me a favor. Remind me this week. My brain is so toasted. I need to talk to you, but I'm just the worst person because of my ADHD. If it's not right in front of me or Jay Ham's not next to me, I forget. Okay. It's not that I forget. I just get on to another task.
I know. You got so many of them. You got to multitask with so many different things.
But please reach out and remind me because I got something to show you. So have a blessed one, dear, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you so much. Y'all have a great week and weekend.
We will. That is the Evie Van Pelt. You know her. She's the best. TheRebelWalk.com. Check them out as the number one source for all things Ole Miss sports information. But we got some Hardenwood because it feels so good, and it's going to be so crazy. It's got a mix of Codes Dispensary. It's got judges involved and murder. Murder, bro. It's like a OJ, Tupac, Cheech and Chong. What was the dead guy?
went on trial for murder?
No, they just smoke weed.
The weed part.
You remember, they smoked a lot. And remember the girl that did the Ajax? She thought she was in a Penn State fraternity party. I'm back in 2 Shakes, Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Let Bryant Dacus and Brett Norsworthy take you home every afternoon. Sports Time on Sports 56. Weekdays from 3 to 6 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Old Dominick Distillery's award-winning 8-year reserve bourbon is back in Memphis for its second year. Small batch, intentional, and proudly made in Memphis. This is bourbon for the love of bourbon. A slow sipper with a flavor journey that's been refined by time. Find Old Dominick's 8-year reserve bourbon at an area retailer. This pour is reserved for you. Old Dominick Distillery, 305 South Front Street, or online at olddominick.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
John's day is off to a slow start. So he heads to AutoZone, where he can get a battery for under $100. Lonnie, a local AutoZoner, tests his battery for free. Looks like he just needs a charge, and Lonnie does that for free too. In no time at all, John is back on the road, ready to finish the day strong. Free battery testing and charging at every store. No hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
When it's time to get down, you got to get to Gossett Volkswagen Germantown. Hey, I've got Marty McNate on the line right now at Gossett Volkswagen Germantown. What's up, man?
Great deals, Randy. You looking for bells? Got it. Whistles? We Gossett in your new family SUV, 2026 Tiguan 2.0 TS, $269 a month.
$269 a month for Tiguan SUV. Hey, Marty McNate, what else you got?
IIHS Top Safety Pick, 2026 Atlas SE, $329 a month.
$329 a month for Atlas SE. Hey, look, I hear you've also got 1.9% for 60 months on 2026 Atlas and Tiguan available. So ask for Marty McNate at Gossett Volkswagen Germantown, 7420 Winchester Road, or shop online, GossettVWG.com.
And remember, your future is what you make it.
Atlas stock number TC 564681, MSRP 41911, Tiguan TMO 43763, MSRP 32881. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must be financed through Volkswagen Financial Services. PF 895. Excludes tax on the license with approved credit. CD for complete details. Offer ends 8/31/26. Dealer stock only. MPG estimate provided by EPA.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy, Johnny Radio. I'm feeling really good today. I've actually accomplished some stuff I never thought I would accomplish. And no, dude, I got Apex RF, bro. Don't even try to hit me at the Sissy's Log Academy text and listener line with some funny jokes. I was saluting this morning to the cock-a-doodle-doo, to the sunshine, baby. No, I'm just kidding. That's terrible. Anyway. I'm in a good mood, and we got some whack stories. But I got to remind you, Tito's. Nothing whack about that, is there? Best vodka in the world. How do I know that? Because that's what I drink, bro. I also know it's USA vodka. Crafted and distilled right here in Austin, Texas. First legal distillery in the state of Texas, bro. Tito Beveridge said when he watched Rocky, I am not drinking no more potato vodka. With that Russian sound, Stoli, Smirnoff. Nah, dude, just Tito's, bro. When life hands you lemons, you don't freak out, you don't fret, you don't stress, you just make a lemon drop always with the best, and that's Tito's handmade vodka, and it's corn, so it's gluten-free, bro. Get that gluten out your diet, brah. Get your Tito's on. Make you feel good like I feel today. That's also a little bit of the Codes Dispensary, by the way. Speaking of Codes Dispensary, they're only 60 minutes from Memphis. Flower power. But I will tell you a little secret. If you're on a jury, I just learned today that littering and smoking the reefer are not allowed. Let's go to Hardwood.
This is Access Hardwood.
Bro, we are buck wild in this world today. And I've always said the world's buck wild, but I swear I think it gets boring buck every year. Like, everybody's like, nah, you just don't know what the 60s were like. I know, because I was in my dad's junk. Still. But he lived it. He's kind of boring now. Couldn't have been that great. You know what I mean?
You stupid.
I'm just saying, like, dude, couldn't have been that great. He's like in there watching TV and stuff all day, like doing normal, like, retired folk stuff. Like, I'm going to be like, I'm telling you, when I'm retired, I'm still going to be buck. You're going to have to see me. You're going to see me out on that floor with my crutches, bro. By then, don't you think they'll have a robot to, like, I'll have robot arms or something? Don't they have, like, something like Optimus Prime now that's coming out?
I mean,
it's like a robot you can get from the Tesla dude?
Yeah, this is like the AI world, so yeah.
Like, are you going to get, like,
we're going to be fighting with
robots. Are we going to keep procreating, or is it all of a sudden all the ugly folks going to go get bots?
I think that's where we're going.
Jesus.
Sorry, dear. It's just true. Like, out there, I know, like, because, like,
they're probably trying to, like, right now.
And I know a lot of my friends right now who are ugly who be like, man, I'm going to call this bot thing up. What's going on, man? Can I get me a bot? They're like screw lovers on Perkins. All I got is a mannequin. Like Tristan Thompson, remember him? Dude bought one that was identical to Chloe. Do you know that? This is an old this is an old Hardwood story. It was one of the funniest I ever loved. He paid $35,000 for a doll that looks just like Chloe, his ex-wife. Bro, that brothel did him bad, didn't it?
They were never married.
Oh, he just loved her, though. And he went to a brothel and almost died, and she never married him.
No, she married Lamar Odom.
But she was, Lamar's the one. Which one had an OD in a brothel?
Lamar.
Oh, damn, that was my bad. Was I saying Tristan?
Yeah.
Well, which one got the...
I think it might have been Lamar. I think that
Was it Lamar that got the robot?
All of them that ran through Chloe.
That's Fact Jack. Now I'm going
Rashad
Chloe.
Lamar Odom.
Chloe Kardashian.
Tristan Thompson.
The bad thing is I actually know how to
Chris
spell
Humphries,
Kardashian. That's terrible. Khloe Kardashian boyfriend that got a sex toy? Or doll? Sex doll.
I just remember Ian Lover said the woman looked like Frank.
It was Lamar Odom. I'm so sorry, Tristan. I apologize.
Man, Tristan be dogging.
I apologize. Lamar bought a custom sex doll that looks exactly like her. He says it's just like real life.
Yeah,
that's kind of sick.
Lamar on that dope.
And he paid $35,000.
Lamar on that dope.
You know what, man? That brothel did him bad, bro.
Yeah, he's tripping.
And by the way, like, now she can't come over to your house. Like, what are you going to sit them down together? Hey, Chloe, come on over and meet your doll. Just don't smell her breath.
I'll get you some therapy, my man. Get you some therapy.
I don't even know how I got on this story because I got so excited, I think, talking to Jordan, and I don't know what we were talking about. Oh, yeah, we got a crazy situation. So I feel like I need to bring Jay Ham, the historian, in. And because of my immaturity, which is yet the youngest person in the studio, Jordan, handle this one.
They might be the most mature people in there.
And Jared
right
on the
now,
other
right?
side. So, you lay out the facts, Mr. Ham. We have a judge at a murder trial.
Allegheny County, I'm guessing this is in the Pittsburgh area, one of the former homes of our good buddy Mo Schefter.
Man, is in the Steel City like legal with the weed?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Dude, it's the Steel City, man.
But you can't bring the weed to court.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense, bro.
I mean, if you on jury duty
Oh, wait,
for
here's the complete
a
cannabis
murder
guide in
trial.
Pittsburgh. Okay, here, I got it. Are you ready? Recreational marijuana is illegal in Pittsburgh. However, a possession under 30 grams, that's over in an ounce, bro. That's 2 grams over in an ounce, yo. It's 28 grams an ounce. Is and has been decriminalized within city limits, meaning it typically does not even result in a civil citation. There is no fine or criminal restraint or arrest. Fully accessible legal marijuana is register patient padded via the state medical marijuana card. I got one of those, man. It's easy, bruh.
As long as you don't bring it.
I got mine in Mississippi because they had at Ole Miss, they had the best weed school in the world. Like, they were studying marijuana for like 100 years. And then when all those damn professors and stuff, when they legalized the weed in Mississippi medical style, they gave all their damn, the patents or whatever, like the little places you can sell them to, dispensaries. They're like, y'all make the weed because y'all know what y'all doing. I don't buy my weed from there, I ain't gonna lie. But I get my gummies from there because I don't know what they do. Science is real, bro. The Rick Simpson oil is real, bro. RSO, son. Like, dog. But the point was, I figured out the marijuana situation and let you know my marijuana situation. In, of course, Pittsburgh. So it's obviously not decriminalized. So I'm just going to tell you this. From an outsider looking in, I have anxiety according to my medical card. If I was a little anxious on a murder trial, don't you think hitting the lettuce would probably be medically beneficial to me if I had to make a judgment on a person who committed possibly murder?
I would think so.
I kind of think with me and anxiety, I don't think they're ever going to have me on a trial.
I mean,
thank God.
No, but you know how you get when you under that influence and start thinking about stuff deeper than what it is and trying to look at the evidence. And,
well, at least you can be like a little Stony MacGyver in there and try to make sure everybody's doing the right thing. I don't know about you. I do some of my best work, Stones. At least I think I do.
Or you could be like my man Cole Brown on Martin. He just wanted to get his chicken fingers when he was on jury. You know what I'm saying? Cole just wanted it.
Bro, I get $15 and chicken fingers. I'm in.
On My Wife and Kids, Michael just wanted to get home and watch The Godfather.
Want to go watch The Godfather. Sure did.
But my thing is, so you have a murder trial that's been going on. This is the facts, people. And this whole thing's been going on. Do you know how expensive it is for a city to put on a murder trial, bro? I don't know if you know them judges and then lawyers ain't cheap, Holmes. And then, this is just a whole thing. And then the judge declares a mistrial.
Well, you go to lunch. They break for lunch.
Yeah, they break for lunch. And by the way, what do you do on lunch? Everybody I know smokes a little lettuce.
That's what I do.
Not Jordan. I don't know what you do on lunch break. I'm not putting your stuff out there. I don't know. I do know Jared and Jay do.
We do blunch. we do blunch around our parts.
Sorry, Jared.
But he just
your mom ain't listening.
But we would come back, and you got like a 2-hour break or whatever what they had with this. And
you got to clear your head. It makes me think it's different stuff to talk about.
But they didn't air out. You can't come back to the courtroom with the same, weeds in it, right?
That's when you have to have your vape card, your pen.
Well, there was even a question of whether or not it was actual weed or was it a vape.
Well, if it was weed, they would have known. I don't know if you know this. Weed smells like weed.
Exactly.
But you can't be
exactly.
under
I
the
know this like you do.
influence,
Like,
though.
dude, let me just tell you something. I can tell when somebody's smoking lettuce. Like, you're at the gym. By the way, this is a terrible thing to tell, but also I go to Crunch Fitness. And when I'm in Crunch, I know sometimes I must stink. Because after a little while, somebody else will walk by me and I'll go, damn, he just had lunch. With that vape pen, you don't even know. You could be doing your little aerobics and your Pilates and everything, and nobody's gonna know.
But you come back to the court session and judge want to know who got it.
And nobody's gonna cop to it.
Nobody cop to it. Or nobody gonna cop to it. Damn it! Then we got a mistrial.
Whoa!
So this cat gets
you really
mistrial.
Why didn't they just tell the bailiff, hey, bailiff, because isn't he a cop? Ain't a bailiff a cop?
I think he might just be a bailiff.
But he has arrest powers, right?
I mean, he does.
Walk over there and be like, yo, drop the pen, Holmes, or cop the weed before I arrest all y'all.
Well, that's a good point.
I don't know, dude. You have backup juries for a reason.
But they didn't bring it with them. They just came back. Probably didn't bring it with them.
Well, you mean not one of those person? I gotta. You know what I'm gonna say right now? This is the best jury I think I've ever heard in my life. Not one person ratted.
They nobody snitch.
Not one snitch on the jury. I can tell you, the judge might have thought the guy did it, and he was like, "Not one person snitching. They're gonna find him not guilty. This thing is." Dismissed.
When you were talking to Isaac, that's the part I was over here cracking up about. Like, are you serious?
Dude, if not one person snitched, and these are usually goody two-shoe folks, and somebody smoking, a little blunt, I got to say he was going to be found not guilty, and the judge knew that.
True. I think so, too.
That's why he declared a mistrial. I am a Stony MacGyver. Just call me Stony.
See what I'm saying, though? That's why it's a mistrial, because you on trial thinking like that, thinking real deep.
Dude, that's exactly what that judge was doing. He hit that pen too. He's like, oh man, not one snitch. I got a mistrial. You know what? He probably had some Rick Simpson oil, man. I'll tell you one thing. Be careful with that stuff, children. And when I say children, I'm talking about anybody 24, 25, I'm up to 30. I'm old. God, dog it. I'm going to be really old on September 1st. I'm not the 6-9er, but I'll be the 4-9er. Hey, I'm a 49er. Call me Cool Joe Cool. By the way, real quick question before we go to break. Jordan, I don't know if you'll know the answer, but your dad might. Better quarterback, Joe Cool or Tom Brady?
I'm going to have some fun with this.
Because Joe Cool, let me tell you something, man. They used to hit Joe, bro. This is it. Lawrence Taylor. Reggie White.
I'm going to mess the whole thing up.
Used to light this man up.
I know who you mean, but I just want to mess the whole thing up. Are you talking about Montana or Flacco?
Man, I'm talking about Montana. I'm going to slap you in the head, son. We back in Two Shakes, Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Did you miss your favorite Sports 56 show?
No!
Check out the podcast, broken down hourly at sports56whbq.com or wherever you get your podcasts. Be sure to like and subscribe. Never miss any Sports 56 show again with our podcasts available daily from Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Napa Cafe celebrates 28 years in 2026.
Hi, I'm Glenda Hastings, owner of Napa Cafe, and I want to thank you for making us part of your dining experiences. If you are a first-time guest or have dined with us countless times, I want to thank you for making us part of your lives. Whether you're celebrating with the crowd or planning a cozy date night on the town, Napa Cafe can provide you an extraordinary evening. We have 5 dining rooms, including our private wine cellar, our Jan's room for 2 guests, and the Eleanor room for parties up to 60. Sit back, relax, and celebrate. Leave the cooking to us. Come see me at Napa Cafe, 5101 Sanderlin Avenue. We're open Wednesday through Saturday for dinner starting at 5 o'clock. We also offer curbside pickup from our full menu. For details on our stay-in, dine-out menu or reservations, visit our website at napacafe.com. We can't wait to serve you.
Come join in and celebrate 28 years of Napa Cafe in 2026.
Hey, everybody. I'm out here in Olive Branch trying to pick out my favorite new Silverado for a test drive. And I've got one question. How low can your payment go? Come to All-Star Chevy and see what 0% financing for 5 years on all these new Silverados will do. And no payments until after Thanksgiving because your good credit deserves it. Military and first responders get an extra $500 bonus. And All-Star Chevy has the pre-owned makes and models for any budget. Go big with a Tahoe. Pre-owned Silverados? Yes, always. They got them right here in Olive Branch. Whatever you're looking for, ask Jeff and he'll find what you want fast. For all your commercial and fleet needs, All-Star Chevy is the top-rated business elite dealer. Express Cargo and Express Passenger Vans, they are right here in Olive Branch. And if you have any vehicle you want to sell, bring it here to All-Star Chevy in Olive Branch and get the most money for it today. Together, let's drive. Don't miss the last best sale of the summer event going on now in Olive Branch at All-Star Chevrolet or go to allstarautogroup.com.
4.9-liter V8, 0 to 60, and I'm about to find out.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, and you said, I've been saying the world's getting weirder.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, damn it, bro. We got scientists who can't even define a woman now. And now we also got 16-year-old girls running on football fields and tackling middle school kid.
Better for him tackling some of them cats in uniform.
8th grade linebacker took that man down, son. And now she got arrested for assault. And she's been banned from school property, and now she'll go to alternative school. Alternative school sucks. I didn't have to go, but my buddy Ryan did. See, I played sports. I had to get up and go to the coach's office and work out at 5 a.m. for like 2 weeks.
That's like early morning detention.
You remember Fight? They sent his ass to the alternative school. You know where I'm talking about, down Poplar when you get to right next to like the automotive school too.
And that man, the tall trees.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man, that boy, he hated it. So don't just because you're smoking a joint with the quarterback doesn't mean you're going to get off.
Hey, that's true. This is true.
He will, though, because they got a game on Friday. And speaking of that, Ben Bennett will be in studio. Houston versus Germantown. It goes down tomorrow, and we're going to have a little Houston action. But I got to know, we got WNBA tonight?
We do. We have 3 really good, two and a half good games.
What do we got tonight, Jordan?
We have the Indiana Fever versus the Dallas Wings in Dallas.
Yeah.
We got a little fever and some wings.
But the thing about it is, AZ Fudd,
done for the year.
The Wings number 1 pick, she's not done for the year with a knee injury. I hate it so much.
Knee tendonitis. Yeah. She got a little procedure on that.
I hate it so much. She tore her ACL twice during her college season. Right. So, like, they're being extra precautious with her injuries, but she shouldn't have.
Feeling the crunch without her, too, defensively.
Oh, my goodness. The Wings are 1-5 without her this season.
So, is this an Indiana minus 2.5? Yeah. Or is that kind of like you would expect? Like, I always worry on betting on the Fever because of public money.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a case where you follow the public?
Last time they played the Fever, they didn't have Jessica Shepard and AZ, right?
Yeah.
And so they had the Fever had to come back and get them. That's when we was at your house, right?
Yeah, they won by 9 points. I would say them having Jess back would probably be a little bit closer of a game, but I would probably still take Indiana to win this game unless Paige goes crazy.
They ain't got no better.
At 29 last game, she probably get them 30 this time.
Yeah.
Right. 33.
Right.
Like if
she's got a new car commercial I saw too.
Yeah.
I liked it. I can't remember what it was for, but it takes 7 times to see. Was that it?
Yeah.
You're
and
good.
They are 1 win away from clinching a playoff spot. Fever.
Yeah, it's on Prime tonight as well. So
Fever 1 win away.
Yeah.
Yes.
What about Suns Aces?
The Aces need to win this game, honestly.
What's
I'm
going
so
on with the
upset
Aces?
them.
The fact that they got 13 losses kind of freaks me out because I thought this is the best team. And they have the best player. Everything's the best, the best.
The roster, it can't.
Who's the defending champ?
The Aces.
That's really what it is. You know how it is when you come off the championship, you got a little hangover coming back through it. And they're on a dynasty run, too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, what do they got? 3 in a row? 4?
3 and 4 years. 3 and 4 years.
3 and 4 years.
Yes.
22-23 last year.
Yes. But their schedule, they just came off of a plane.
But the Suns
all
suck.
the players. Exactly. So they need to win this game.
I know that, and I don't know nothing.
Yeah, they need to win this game tonight. And by
Jared
a good
could
margin
play,
as well.
Jared could go play right now for the Suns.
They ready to move to Houston.
They need to win by a good margin tonight, or I'll be highly upset.
I would
with the
never,
Aces.
man. I respect women's basketball too much.
That's right. Title IX, baby. Fought for that. Dream and the Sparks.
Yes.
Okay, you got to help me out. All the craziness going on in L.A.
Nneka Ogwumike is going to retire at the end of the year. May she, Madam President, what a wonderful career she has
Is that the crazy wench that's president now that everybody hates?
No, that's the commissioner.
Commissioner. What is up with her, by the way? Nobody like her?
Not really.
Nobody. I'm talking about.
I've never heard one person say anything nice, and I'm like, usually, like, I can get somebody to say something.
Even
like, there were people that loved OJ's Twitter.
Even
Hello,
Sophie
Twitter
said she
world.
got to go, yo.
Like a lot of she'll probably be done by the end of the year. Like this will be her last season as commissioner.
And you said again, who are we getting and putting in that place?
Probably Nneka, hopefully. But
I can't remember this lady's name, but I would holler at the athletic director at Vanderbilt.
Oh yes,
She's done a fantastic job.
fantastic. But I don't know because it's gonna be Adam
I think
Silver.
it's Candace Story. I think that's her name.
But I think Adam Silver gonna have a hand in the choosing process. So,
Are we
but
taking Angel Reese double like normal?
always?
All right, Angel, get it.
She about to break a record with that
Exactly.
too. She got like 4 double-doubles away from the all-time record, and she's like 40 rebounds away from the single-season rebound record.
She should have had a rookie year though, but she got hurt. So
Speaking of records, Olivia Miles just became third most points in a rookie season.
she has like 70 more
She about
points.
to break that too.
And then Asia's on her way to making another 1,000-point season. A lot of records are being broken in the upcoming weeks.
I'm going to tell y'all, it's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. And I promise you, it's going to be lit and live. For Jared, for John, that's me. For Jordan, for Jay. Get out there, make that world a better place. We'll see you on the flip side.